Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you guys that don't know me, hi, my name is Tanya and welcome to Honey's Stories. For today's video, I want to talk about the time where me and my family went to Mexico and me and my sister did some dumbass shit and made a dumbass decision during this time. So I just want to talk about it because it was very embarrassing and very funny at the same time, now that I think about it. At the time it wasn't funny, but it was embarrassing. So me and my family went to Mexico when I was about like 12 or 13 years old. My older sister was about 15 or 16 years old. And so when we went, our whole family went. We were staying with my grandma. We're from Puebla, Mexico. So for those of you guys that are from Puebla, shout out to y'all. So when we went, the drive, first of all, the drive was so damn long. Like, I had never been there before, and like that drive was too long. It took us like 2 days or something. And like my poor dad, he was so tired and he drove like most of the way. And I just felt so bad, and I was trying to stay awake with him the whole time, and like I would just look up at the stars, because over there the stars, you see them way better. So I was just looking up at the stars, and any little time I'd go to sleep, he'd talk to me. Hey, talk to me, stay awake with me. I'm like, oh, okay. But I took one for the team while everybody was in the back seat knocked out. And so we get there, right? We just went to go visit family and, you know, just on a vacation. We even took our dog. Our dog loved it over there. He was like, he's one of those dogs that like, he's super antisocial. May he rest in peace, because he did pass. But he was one of our first pit bulls, and it was just so nice to see him over there and how he was, because he felt so free. Like, he didn't bark at anybody. He got along with other dogs. He just loved it so much over there, and it was such a nice thing to see. Hold on, sorry. So yeah, I remember one time we were walking like in some fields, and he had gone into like a whole mud puddle. It was not even a puddle, it was like a whole pond but fucking mud. And then he came out pitch black. And it was just, like when he came out, he leaped up like a fucking deer. He was like leaping around in the fields, and the grass was like so high. It was so beautiful to see. I was low-key upset that he got so dirty, but I mean, he was like living his best life over there in Mexico. But anyways, enough about my dog. So we got there, you know, over there isn't really much to do. So like my sister and I, we would just walk around, you know, because there was a park like a block away, a park, a church, there was a place to play basketball, a bunch of shit, right? And when we had went, it was like around the festival times in August, I believe. It was either February or August, I'm not sure, but they have festivals in those 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. And one of those months we had went, so it was like festivals, or I'm not sure if it's festivals, parades, I don't know what you want to call them. But when we were over there, y'all, like they treated us like we were rich, like we had hella money. And like the kids, they would ask us for money. We didn't even have none. We were like, oh, our parents has money and we don't. I was like 12, 13. I ain't had shit. I had like what, fucking 25, not even, I don't even know. Because everything's in like pesos, you know, like the coins and shit. So I didn't know exactly how much I had. Like my dad just gave me a little bit, you know, for like the corner store to get chips or like snack or whatever. And so it was just so weird to see that, you know, or like to experience like being treated that way with like other people. And little did they know, like, girl, we is not rich. Sorry. So while we were over there, like we met two boys, me and my older sister. Don't judge us, don't judge us. But we met 2 boys, and one of them, he was an older guy. Actually, he was not a boy, he was an older guy, and he was trying to talk to my older sister. And then the younger kid, he was like 15 or 16, and he was obviously trying to talk to me. And you know, we start, you know, talking or whatever, and he turned out to be pretty cool. He knew English. Like, he'd help me with my Spanish, and like I'd help him with his English, because he knew English, but he wasn't like fluent in English. He was pretty good though. And I forgot his name too, but but one thing that was driving me crazy about him was his fucking unibrow. So over there, I guess, like, they don't shave their unibrows because they look at it as something like feminine, or like if you shave it, then you're considered like gay or whatever. So I had low-key told him, I was like, hey, like, you know, I think you're cool and everything, but like, in order for me to like talk to you like that, like, you have to shave that unibrow. Oh, excuse me. And like, I felt bad afterwards. I was like, man, I feel bad. Like, he's probably not gonna want to like talk to me. But like, dude, he was like head over heels for me, because I was like an outsider, you know, I was not from there. So he was just like, so, is the word infatuated? I don't know, but he was like so like into me. And so whatever, right? We go home. The next day comes around, we go back to the park, and we meet up with him. Tell me why this man shaved his unibrow. I was dying. Because I was like, oh shit, like, damn, like, he really does fuck with me like that. Like, he shaved his shit off. So I told my sister, I was like, bro, tell me why I told this man yesterday that he had to shave his unibrow so I could talk to him, like, for me to keep talking to him, and this man shaved his unibrow, bro. That same night. Like, what? He didn't even think about it. He's like, okay. He gets home, shaves his unibrow off right away, not even thinking about it. And so I told him, I was like, oh damn, like, I wasn't like serious. You didn't have to do that. Like, if you believe that, you know, you would be looked at a certain way, you didn't have to do that for me. And he's like, no, I like you, like, I want to, you know, keep talking to you, da da da. And I'm like, but I'm not even gonna stay here, I'm not from here, I'm from Chicago. And like, he just didn't care. He just liked my company at the time. And so I was like, all right, cool, you know, you're cool, whatever, right? So as we're there chilling, the older guy, he had asked my sister, he's like, hey, like, do you guys want to go to my tia's house? She lives literally right here by the park. It was literally right there by the park. Her doors were wide open. So me and my sister look at each other, and we're like, I don't know. And at first I was like, you know what, no, we shouldn't. We should go tell our dad, whatever. We didn't have cell phones. Well, I think we did, but I don't think they worked. So we had to go back to my grandma's house where he was at to tell him where we were gonna be, because, you know, like, we don't know anybody there. He knows everybody in the pueblo. So, you know, that's what I wanted to do in the beginning. But she's like, no, you know, it'll be fine. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'd rather us two go together than just you alone. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so we go, right? And like I said, like, the doors were wide open. It just looked so like inviting, welcoming. I don't know, like, it was just a vibe in there that I felt like we were still outside, but we were inside, you know, because like when we went in, it was the living room right away, and the couches were right there. So we were sitting like on the couches next to the doors from outside. And so we're there chilling. She's like asking us, oh, do you guys want something to drink, to eat, whatever? Like, no, it's okay, we're okay. And she didn't even ask us like who we were, like who our parents were, like none of that shit. She didn't give a fuck. She was just like offering us shit. And I'm like, no. I'm like kind of like those ones, like when we're out, I just be like, oh no, thank you, like for drinks or anything like that. That's just like how I am. I don't know, unless I'm at a party, then hell yeah, I'll get some food, I'll get some drinks. But other than that, like, nah, unless I'm super thirsty, I'll ask for water, but that's it. And that's all I really drink. But anyway, so we're there chilling, right? Tell me why, right when we're about to leave, guess who walks in? My dad. My dad walks in, you guys. Me and my sister sitting in a living room with 2 boys. Like, how does that look? How does that look? Instantly, I was embarrassed. And I felt so shitty of myself for not doing the right thing and going back and telling my father where we were going. Like, I felt so bad. And he was pissed. He was so mad because it's like, you know, me having a daughter now, if my daughter was to do that goofy ass shit, she would be grounded the whole vacation. She would not be allowed to go to the corner store, which is right across from my grandma's house. That's how bad it would be, because like, that was a goofy ass decision that we made together. And so he was mad as fuck, and he was just like, called us by our names. He's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, oh fuck, like, we're not gonna hear the end of it. But it was so weird because he was mad as fuck, but he did not yell at us or nothing. He was just like, oh, why were you guys there? Just like questioning us like normal. Like, he was not, he was mad, but he probably just didn't want to overdo it or anything. But he could tell on our faces too that we were like ashamed of like our actions. So he probably did, he figured like, oh, I don't even gotta say much type shit. But you guys, that was like the most embarrassing shit ever. And like, it just made us look like it just didn't make us look good, I feel. Like, why the fuck would we do that shit? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's pretty much my story. And then, so like, after that day, literally, like, we saw those guys like once more, and then we dipped from Mexico and came back to Chicago. And then like literally a year after, I was wondering about that dude. I'm like, maybe that dude's still over there, so when I go back, like, I could have a friend, you know, to chill, talk to and shit. But I highly doubt it. It's whatever, I don't care. It was just like in the moment kind of friendship, I guess, because we weren't from there, but whatever. But yeah, that was it for my story time. I just wanted to I guess say or talk about that with you guys, because like, it was such a dumbass decision that we made, and I still can't believe that we did that. Like, I made so many dumb decisions actually when I was younger, around that age, and like, I want to like share them with you and talk to them about, like, talk to you guys about them, because they're just like dumb as fuck, and maybe you guys can relate to them, I don't know. But like, I just want to tell you guys about my whole fucking life. Like, literally, I wish I could just like talk to you guys about my whole life in one long ass video, but that motherfucker will be like 6 hours long or some shit, I don't know. So I'm gonna end the video here, you guys. I hope you guys had a great Father's Day weekend, because I know I did. And yes, until next time, please stay tuned for my next video. I'll see you guys. Bye. Get your hands off of me.